Minute. Shit getting fucked up. Alright. I don't know if that's gonna stay. Alright. Well. Alright. It's been a minute. Okay, so welcome to another episode of that deep shit where we like to connect dots. And on tonight's live stream or episode, we're going to attempt to, at least, the subject or the topic of the Third Eye Sky Carrier, better known as 3I Atlas. This might be a slow burn, but a burn nonetheless. All right. So let's just break down the etymology, or just break down the phrase Third Eye Atlas or 3I Atlas. It was based off of it being the third interstellar object to enter our solar system. Hence the 3 for the third, the I for interstellar. Atlas was the observatory that it was discovered. But when we take a peel back and kind of look at things a little bit more deeper and a little bit more closer, it sounds like to me it's kind of insinuating the third eye and Atlas. The etymology or the origin of Atlas was a Greek god that was punished, and part of his punishment was to hold the sky. So that's just the etymology of the title 3I Atlas. Now, there's 3 things that we're going to do to tackle this subject, 3I Atlas. And hopefully I can run through this quickly and slowly at the same time, meaning I'm going to try to get through it, but I'm going to try to be thorough, right? So, or thorough enough so the concepts can be digested, I should say. That's what I mean by slowly. So you can digest it, but I want to kind of get through this as quick as possible. There's 3 things that we have to take into consideration. That, 1, the 3I Atlas is not real or it's fake. The second thing that we have to take into consideration is it may just be real. And the third thing that we have to take into consideration is that it's beyond our understanding. So we're going to tackle each subject, right? Just to give you an outline of where we're going. First, it's false, it's fake. The reason why I say that it could be fake or false is because personally, myself, I have not seen it. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I don't have a telescope to observe it. All I am getting is stuff that comes from my phone. You cannot trust that. You can't trust anything, no matter if it's news, no matter if it's your friend, no matter if it's anything or whatever the case is. If you cannot personally observe something, you cannot truly believe that it exists. And even if you do see it, you still have to question, is it real? I'm only saying that because there could be a Truman Show effect, meaning you could be in your own personal show where all of this shit is a hoax, including the news, including me, including all of this shit. It could be fake. If you could not observe something to scientifically make an observation and determination and a result and conclusion, it's hard to tell. It could be Project Bluebeam. It could be some type of psych op. It could be a lot of things. But me personally, I can't say that it exists because I haven't seen it personally. I don't care what the news says. I don't care what Dr. Avi Loeb says. I don't care about none of that. I haven't seen it. But like I said, this is a three-tier conversation. The second tier is that it is real. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean that it's not real, right? This is taking my ego away, right? To try to make a conscious, educated, common sense analysis or analyzation of data or facts that I am gathering from outside sources. It's okay to do experiments with other people's data as long as you can include your own. This is going back to I ain't never seen it, so I can't even include my own data, but I'm not going to be so egotistic that I can't listen to anything that's outside of me. So let's just say it's real. Now we're finna get into the meat and potatoes. 6 minutes in. Let's just say it's real. If it's real, if 3i Atlas is real, what is it? If 3i Atlas is real, what could it possibly be? Now, I don't have in front of me all of the anomalies that are associated with this 3i Atlas, but there are many, okay? Let's just say that it's a comet. Let's just say. There are too many anomalies associated with 3i Atlas that doesn't make sense. There's a forward-facing tail, which does not make sense at all. Because solar wind from the sun pushes all matter away. So that means that the forward-facing tail is stronger than the wind of the sun. That's crazy. Just saying, if it's real. The changes of speeds from the gravitational pull of speed and changing, it's a little weird. Like I said, there's a lot of anomalies. I'm not going to go through them all. I don't even remember them all. It's like 15 at this point. If it's real. Let's just say that it's of intelligent design, that it's some type of vehicle of some sort, if it's real. And I've always thought this, I'm going to give you a personal opinion, that if there was such thing as space travel, and I'm going to get into that in a minute, if there was such thing as space travel, why wouldn't beings use natural things to travel in instead of a ship? Why don't they use a rock? Because rocks can already, or asteroid or comet, because they're already in space, they can withstand solar pressure and things of that nature, radiation, right? Why not retrofit a comet to travel? That would make sense. And there's evidence of this when you go into the panspermia theory, that comets and asteroids are what bring life to planets, because they bring bacteria and algae to planets, and that bacteria and algae go into things. It's kind of like the sperm and the egg. So why not travel on comets? It makes sense to use it as a ship and make it intelligently designed, if it's real. And the reason why I keep saying if it's real is because I don't know. No one knows. This could be a stage play. Remember, we're dealing with things and entities. Well, let me not say entities yet. We'll just say powers that be, that have more power than us, that have more technology than us. And this could even be our government, right? And remember, let's not forget about Project Bluebeam. Let's not forget about all the chemtrailing and what chemtrails are. Let's not forget about AI. Let's not forget about 5G. Let's not forget about all these things that are real, that we have experienced in the last 10, 12 years, and we don't know what they are for. That could be a huge screen that is over the planet that they can project anything in the sky to show. I'm just saying, if it's real. Now I'm going to get into the third tier of this conversation. The third tier of this conversation is whatever this is, it may be beyond our understanding to conceptualize what we're experiencing. Because remember, we're in the third dimension, living a third dimensional life, trying to describe things that are not third dimensional. It's hard. It's hard to describe the fourth and fifth, sixth, seventh dimension from a third dimensional perspective. We may not understand what we are seeing or observing or experiencing. We don't know. And I'll tell you why. Because things don't fly through space. Things don't travel through space to arrive somewhere. That's not how space travel works. I made a video that I did not publish yet recently, and I might. And I go into what the fourth dimension is of space and time, and I explain how that space travel is impossible. I'll kind of touch on it here. It's going to be kind of hard to explain this. This is not third dimensional shit. Space and time are the same thing. Space is just an area of grid. Time is the location that you are inside of that grid. For example, right now in the grid, I'm right here. This is my space. Now I'm right here. This is my space. The motion of this takes time. It took this amount of time to move from space to space. So space and time are the same thing, and they exist in what we call the fourth dimension. So when you're looking at outside in that black bowl of jelly, that's not something that you're swimming in, it's time. So things don't travel through time that way. Things travel from location of planets by light. This is how you get sunlight here. It travels from the sun here. Sunlight. The way you travel through what you want to call space, you do it through light. So this is where in the movies they talk about the speed of light. But it's not like you're flying. You have to dematerialize yourself into atoms to travel through light waves. Light waves. This is the same concept of fiber optics. Same thing. Fiber optics are just glass tubes that light goes through, but the light holds information, and when light goes through the glass tubes and comes out on the other side, the information is decoded or recoded into whatever it is. So you have a television signal, goes through fiber optic cable, when it comes out the other end, it's a picture. Same thing. That's how you travel through light. So there is no ship flying. That's not real. That's movie stuff. That's what they want you to think. You don't travel that way. If you want to travel to the moon, you travel through light. That's how you do it. But that's not to say that what you see as a UAP or a UFO doesn't exist, but it didn't fly to get here. It was here already, but that's a whole nother video. I've done this video. I might upload it. UFOs they're from here. You know, they may have originated on another place and traveled through light to get here, but they don't fly. Spaceships don't fly and shit. They don't do that because there's no propulsion. But I'm saying all that to say that when you look into the sky and you look into what you're thinking space is, but it's time, what you're looking at is a mirror. You're looking at a mirror. Or a mirror is a bad way to kind of describe it. And again, I'm trying to describe things outside of third dimension with third dimensional words. It's not a mirror, but what it is you're actually looking what's inside of you, but it's being projected outside. So when we're looking at space, we're looking at our collective, everybody on this planet, what we have inside, it's projected out.